Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here. Remember to subscribe for the latest videos. Today, we dive into a story that's sending shockwaves across the internet. Milana Vayntrub, the 37-year-old actress known to millions as Lily from AT&T commercials, has just dropped a series of stunning bikini photos that have everyone talking. But behind the viral images is a deeper story, a story of empowerment, transformation, and taking back control of one's narrative in a world quick to judge and slow to listen. These aren't just pretty pictures. They're a declaration, and today we're unpacking everything, from the emotional journey that led to this moment, to the public's reaction, to how Milana is rewriting the rules of celebrity in the age of Instagram. It started with a simple Instagram post. No gimmicks, no filters, just Milana on a beach, radiant, bold, and unapologetically herself. In a beautifully styled bikini, she stood under the sun, posing with a relaxed grace that belied the chaos the photos would soon cause. The caption was short, witty, and self-aware, true to Milana's brand. Almost instantly, fans flooded the comments section with praise. Words like goddess, icon, confident queen filled the feed. But beyond the admiration was a collective sense of awe. People weren't just impressed, they were inspired. This wasn't just about looking good in a swimsuit. This was about reclaiming space in an industry that often boxes women into roles. Either the cute girl next door or the overtly sexy siren. Milana's photos broke that binary. She was all confidence, humor, and authenticity rolled into one, and the world took notice. To fully understand why these photos matter, you have to understand where Milana comes from. Born in Uzbekistan in 1987, she and her family immigrated to the United States as refugees when she was just 2 years old. They were fleeing religious persecution, and their early years in America were marked by struggle and resilience. Milana started acting young, first in Barbie commercials, then in various television roles. But it was her role as Lily Adams in the AT&T commercials that catapulted her into national fame. With her quirky charm and relatable delivery, she quickly became a household name. But fame came at a cost. As the commercials gained popularity, so did the public's obsession with her appearance. Screenshots turned into memes, and memes spiraled into objectification. By the late 2010s, Milana began publicly addressing the harassment she was facing online. In interviews, she revealed the emotional toll it took, how a seemingly innocent acting job turned into a constant stream of unsolicited comments and inappropriate edits of her image. Rather than retreat, Milana chose to speak out. She used her platform to advocate for respectful engagement and called out the toxic culture that turns women, especially women in advertising, into objects for public consumption. The bikini photos, in this context, become a powerful moment of reclamation. She is no longer the subject of someone else's narrative. She is the author of her own story. As the photos went viral, celebrities and influencers chimed in with support. Comedian Whitney Cummings commented, "This is what strength looks like." Actress Rachel Bloom said, "Milana's beauty is in her courage." Even journalists took note. An op-ed in Glamour praised her for pushing boundaries and encouraging women to own their space. Tabloids tried to spin it with their usual sensational headlines. Milana leaves little to the imagination. But even those couldn't overshadow the dignity and composure with which Milana carried herself. She didn't need anyone to defend her, but the internet rose to her side anyway, rejecting the objectifying narratives and applauding her boldness. Scroll through any post about Milana. These days, and you'll see something rare in the comment sections of celebrity posts: genuine love. Fans from across the world have shared stories of how Milana inspired them. One woman wrote, "As a mum of two, I've always been self-conscious about wearing a bikini again. Seeing Milana rock hers with confidence makes me feel like maybe I can too." Another fan said, "I grew up seeing Lily on my screen, knowing she struggled with the same self-image issues I did, and still came out shining. It gives me hope." Men too praised her authenticity, noting how refreshing it was to see a celebrity embrace their body without filters, without Photoshop, and without shame. The entertainment industry is full of contradictions. On one hand, it sells sex appeal. On the other, it shames women for embracing their sexuality on their own terms. Milana Vayntrub has chosen empowerment over exploitation. She's not dressing for the male gaze. She's dressing for herself. And that distinction makes all the difference. By stepping into the spotlight on her terms, Milana sends a powerful message to Hollywood. Women don't exist for your consumption. They can be funny, intelligent, beautiful, sensual, vulnerable, and strong, all at the same time. She's not asking for approval. She's showing what it looks like when someone refuses to be boxed in by others' expectations. Her bikini isn't just an outfit, it's armor. And in it, she's radiant. Beyond the glamour, Milana Vayntrub is also a humanitarian. She co-founded Can't Do Nothing, an organization that helps refugees around the world. Her advocacy for human rights has been consistent and passionate, and it's easy to see how her personal history informs her activism. The same woman who turns heads in a bikini is the one organizing aid for Syrian refugees. This duality of beauty and brains, of style and substance, is what makes Milana so captivating. She's not a stereotype, she's a force. When you see those beach photos, you're not just looking at a celebrity showing skin. You're seeing a refugee turned actress turned activist, making a bold declaration that she has nothing to be ashamed of. Milana's journey is reflective of a larger shift happening in Hollywood. Actresses are no longer staying silent when objectified. They're fighting back with photos that embrace their power. She's not trying to be anyone else. She's not editing her reality. And in doing so, she's helping shape a future where celebrities are appreciated, not for how well they fit into a box, but for how confidently they break out of it. So, what's next for Milana Vayntrub? Aside from her acting career, she's rumored to be developing a comedy series focused on women navigating fame and identity in the digital age. It couldn't be more perfect. She's also continuing her stand-up comedy work and voice acting projects. But the biggest development may be this. Milana is becoming a voice of her generation, not just in the entertainment world, but in the broader cultural conversation. Her bikini photos may have sparked a viral moment, but her strength is fueling a movement. So next time you see her on a beach, in a bikini, smiling and confident, remember that it's more than a photo. It's a victory, a statement, a middle finger to everyone who tried to reduce her to a body instead of recognizing her as a whole human being. Milana Vayntrub, at 37, has become something Hollywood desperately needs. A woman who doesn't just survive in the spotlight, but thrives on her own terms. This is Daily Gossip, and this has been your deep dive into the story behind the photo. A story of strength, of glamour, of saying yes to self-love, and no to public shame. What do you think of Milana's bold new look? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more honest, emotional, and eye-opening celebrity stories.